Welcome to the Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame, brought to you by West Tennessee Bank, Dynamics Physical Therapy, Williams Steel Company, H&M Company, Smith Campbell Group of Raymond James, Garrett Plumbing and Heating Company, Jackson-Madison County School System, Friends of Dr. Blackstock, and Jackson Energy Authority.
And please welcome Kurt Gehring, the current president of the Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame. He is also a 2007 inductee into the Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Tom. Just for the record, they did ask me to sing the national anthem, but I declined. Is that not awesome?
Thank you.
What an incredible job. So good evening and welcome to the 40th Annual Sports Hall of Fame banquet. Over the last 39 years, we've inducted 194 inductees into the Hall of Fame, and tonight we welcome 5 new ones. On behalf of the Board of Directors, we congratulate each one of you, and we look forward to hearing about your accomplishments. I'd also like to congratulate all the award winners tonight. You're going to hear about Athletes of the Year tonight, our Hometown Legends Award, the 96 state championship in state champions in girls basketball, and an incredible story of our Distinguished Service Award winner, a man who I really admire. We'd like to recognize all of the prior Hall of Fame members here tonight. All these individuals have fancy jackets. If you'll stand up and be recognized, please. An event like this takes a tremendous amount of work, and every year we work almost year-round to put something like this on. And this would not be possible without some awesome directors, our board of directors. If you're here tonight, would you stand up, please? And I can't see out there very well, but Miss Beth Sedberry, if you'll stand up. Miss Beth Sedberry is our secretary and treasurer. There she is. And Beth is mainly what makes this happen. She keeps us straight, and I really appreciate her. We've been friends for a long time. Beth is what you call a detail person, and those of you that know me know that I am not. Next, we'd like to welcome our speaker, Mr. Bob Kesling. Appreciate you coming tonight, and I look forward to hearing your story, and I know you've had an amazing career. We'd like to also honor tonight, you've seen some of it running across the screens tonight, our sponsors. Our banquet sponsor is West Tennessee Bank. Our speaker sponsor is Williams Steel and the H&M Company, Inc. Reception sponsor is the Doubletree. We have a guidance counselor and AD luncheon every year, and that's always sponsored by Rock and Dough Pizza. We appreciate them. New sponsor this year for our high school athletes of the year is Garrett Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Charlie Garrett, if you know him, I apologize. I'm just teasing. He's a great guy. Our collegiate athlete of the year sponsor is Dynamics Physical Therapy. Our Distinguished Service Award sponsor is the Smith Campbell Group of Raymond James, Jonathan Campbell, Patrick Hewitt, and Lynn Henning. And those of you who know Lynn know who runs that group. Hometown Legend Award sponsor is the Friends of Dr. David Blackstock, who I got the pleasure to know at Union University. Our media sponsor is E+ Broadband and JEA, and our award sponsor tonight is the Jackson-Madison County School System, who I am a product of. So please join me for a round of applause for all these sponsors. And lastly, we would like to thank all of you for coming tonight. We could not do this, obviously, without our sponsors, but without you fine people sitting in the seats and supporting us, we couldn't honor all these incredible people. So thank you for coming here tonight. We hope you enjoy this special evening where we celebrate academic and athletic excellence. Thank you.
Thank you, Kurt. I want to say again, thanks for joining us to honor the 2026 class that will be inducted tonight. Our outstanding high school and college athletes and the numerous students receiving scholarship money to attend college. And as Kurt noted, I know that you're looking forward to our featured speaker who drove all the way across the state from Big Orange Country to share his wisdom on spending his life bringing all of us the excitement of the University of Tennessee games. Let's start this year and meet the High School Athletes of the Year presented by Garrett Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. From Jackson Central Mary Early College High School, Bruce Shanks and Sharis Ward. Bruce is a district and regional tennis champion who also qualified for state and track. Bruce earned back-to-back Jackson-Madison County School System Athletic Championships in tennis. He carries a 3.5 GPA and heads to MTSU for aerospace study. Sharis Ward, a state runner-up in the 800-meter run, earned the Cougar Award and all academic district tournament honors in basketball. She carries a 3.6 GPA and heads to UT Chattanooga, and she will study biology. Jackson Central Mary's Athletes of the Year, Michael Massey and Adriana Brown. Michael's a four-year starter for football with 2,500 all-purpose yards and 20 TDs. Michael earned all-state honorable mention and carries a 3.5 GPA. He heads to Austin Peay State University to study kinesiology. Adriana is a two-year basketball team captain and two-time Defensive Player of the Year. She placed sixth at state in the 100-meter dash. She carries a 3.4 GPA and plans to major in criminal justice. From Jackson Christian School, Eli Smith and Carol Kendrick. Eli earned all district honors in both basketball and football, passing for 1,400 yards and 18 touchdowns while hitting 387 in baseball. A National Honor Society member, he plans to play college basketball. Carol's a four-year class vice president and National Honor Society member. Carol earned all district volleyball honors and carries a 4.4 GPA. She plans to study pre-veterinary medicine at the University of Tennessee. From Liberty Tech Magnet High School, Corey Smith, an all-region and all-tournament basketball player, averaging at 10 points per game. Corey earned District 13 AA all-academic honors and ranks 15th in his class with a 3.46 GPA. Jamala Harris, who is not here, competed in soccer, track, and basketball, earning District 13 AA all-academic team honors and averaged 7 points and 3 assists per game. She carries a 3.3 GPA and heads to Tuskegee University. From Madison Academic Magnet High School, Austin Wright and Ava Torres. Austin is a three-time state qualifier in cross country and two-time qualifier in track. Austin posted a 17:38 5K personal best and earned all district honors. He carries a 3.33 GPA and heads to Jackson State Community College. Ava is soccer's all-time school leader at Madison with 134 career goals and 35 career assists. Ava was a two-year team captain, earning all West Tennessee first-team recognition. She has a 3.86 GPA and will be heading to Spring Hill College. From Northside High School, and these two athletes are not here, Lincoln Woods and Kalia Hartfield. Lincoln was a Mr. Basketball candidate. Lincoln averaged 8.3 points per game and finished his career with 1,245 points and 672 assists. He earned all district MVP honors and plans to play college basketball. Kalia Hartfield is a National Honor Society member who earned all district honors in both softball and soccer. Kalia ranks third in her class with a 3.8 GPA. She heads to the University of Memphis and will study engineering. From Southside High School, Luke Benson and Addison Dilworth. A four-year starter in golf and basketball, Luke's a four-time region golf qualifier and 6-time medalist. He carries a 4.0 GPA and is heading to Dyersburg State on a golf scholarship. A 2-time volleyball district MVP, Addison had over 1,000 career basketball points. Addison also qualified for state in the 100-meter dash. And she carries a 3.9 GPA, and she's undecided right now on college. From Trinity Christian Academy, Gabriel Lee and Tori Robinson are representing there as Athletes of the Year. Gabriel is TCA's all-time leader in career interceptions and single-season receiving touchdowns. Gabriel earned all-district Division II-A All-State honors on both sides of the ball and scored 1,000 career basketball points. He's heading to Ole Miss. Tori won the Division II-A State Golf Championship and set the TSSAA Girls State record with a 131 on 36 holes. A 3-time All-District basketball player, she carries a 4.48 GPA and is heading to the College of Charleston. From University School of Jackson, Jackson Pugh and Sophie King. Jackson is not here tonight, I believe. An All-State Mr. Football semifinalist, Jackson rushed for 1,721 yards. He had 25 TDs, an AP scholar, and with a distinction, he carries a 4.70 GPA. He scored a 30 on the ACT and eyes Tennessee or Ole Miss. Sophie King earned her all-region honors in both basketball and volleyball and was part of USJ's 2024 Division II-A State Championship basketball team. She carries a 4.43 GPA. Let's have and she's headed to the University of Oklahoma. Let's have a round of applause for our Athletes of the Year from high school. We'll give them a little traveling time here as they make their way off. It's tough to go down black steps and the black floor, and it's hard to see a little bit there sometimes. Next, we're set to meet our Collegiate Athletes of the Year, presented by Dynamics Physical Therapy. From Jackson State Community College, Ron Brisbane and Hannah Johnson. A second-team All-TCC-AA selection, Ron had averaged 15.3 points during the season and had averaged 7.5 rebounds, ranking second in the conference scoring. He shot 57.7% from the field and contributed 31 steals and 20 blocks this season. Hannah's the third leading scorer in the TCCAA. Hannah averaged 17 points and 6.4 rebounds per game, while leading the conference in free throw percentage, shooting 82.7%. First team all-conference selection, she plans to play for four-year college next season. From Lane College, Damari Wallace and Dayani Bernstein. Damari, a versatile two-sport contributor, averaged 6.3 yards per carry in football and added 14 receptions while also contributing on the basketball team. His explosiveness and versatility make him invaluable to the Lane College Dragons. Dayani was a first-team All-SEAC selection and co-captain. She averaged 12 points and 6.3 rebounds to help Lane post its most wins in history with the 22-6 season. She's also a presidential scholar, and she maintains a 3.4 GPA. From Union University, Terrence Ringo Jr. and Addie Agayo. Terrence is an all-Gulf South Conference selection. He averaged 19 points and 11 rebounds as the senior captain, recording 16 double-doubles and 5 30-point games. He plans to pursue a professional basketball career. And Addie made history at Union, advancing to the NCAA Division II National Championship and posting the program's highest national meet finish, an all-Gulf South Conference and all-South Region honoree. She holds 4 of Union's top 5 6K times. Let's give all the athletes a round of applause. I want to tell you something very important to the Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame. You'll see these cards on your table there. These are pledge cards, and you can become a friend of the Hall. And as noted on the card, the members of the Hall of Fame and Board of Directors want you to help out becoming a friend. And you can invest $50. You can participate in funding scholarships not fully endowed that we offer each year. It was started in 2018. The Friend of the Hall program has grown to 41 people, resulting in $2,000 being awarded to scholarships. Our goal is to reach over 100 members in 2019. That's when we started. Become a friend of the Hall today by filling out the form and sending it along with your payment to the address below. And we also have some people that are going to pick up these pledge cards. We have some board members, I believe, that are going to do that. At least they told me that. So be sure to do that if you would, please. It goes directly to the scholarship funds. Coming up next, you'll hear from our special speaker right after the timeout.
Hey, buddy. How are you? What can we do for you today?
At West Tennessee Bank, your tellers greet you with a smile. Your loan officers stand by you, supporting your goals and passions. Your managers serve the community and have fun doing it. We are committed to serving West Tennessee, and
we are proud to be your bank.
West Tennessee Bank, a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
For generations, Jackson Energy Authority has been more than just your utility provider. We are your neighbors, invested in the same streets, schools, and neighborhoods we proudly call home. We built to maintain the essential services that power daily life: electricity, gas, water, wastewater, and broadband, all designed to grow and evolve alongside our community. From your home to your business, our goal remains simple: dependable, reliable service every single day. And when you call, there's always a real person on the line, ready to help with speed, care, and professionalism, because we believe that service should feel personal. No matter the weather, storms, snow, or blazing heat, day or night, we're always on call, keeping your power on and your life connected. We're ready and we're here to serve, because it's not just about what we provide, it's about who we serve. Jackson Energy Authority. Real people, real service.
And now that I've got the first big mistake out of the way, we'll just move on to something else here. It's time to present the Billy Scribner Distinguished Service Award. David Thomas, board member and former DSA recipient, to do that.
Thank you, Tom. Good evening. Does Terry need to come up here right now? Okay. The Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame was 3 years old when the Distinguished Service Award was first introduced. That was 1989, and in 2014, the directors of the Hall of Fame named the award in honor and memory of Billy Scribner, a founding member, board member, president, and 1992 inductee. But it was Billy's dedication and leadership that provided the basis what the Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame has become today. Due to his legacy of service, leadership, and mentorship, Terry Smith is the 2026 recipient of the Billy Scribner Distinguished Service Award. Originally from Brownsville, Terry played basketball and graduated from Haywood High School in 1974. He averaged 12 points, 8 assists, and 5 steals per game for the Tomcats during the 1974 season, when Haywood finished as the TSS state runner-up. During his time at Haywood High School, Terry was named All-District, All-Regional, All-State, and High School All-American. A 1978 graduate of then Lambeth College, Terry began his career in manufacturing with Bendix Brakes, Lee Jeans, and General Cable, but yet there was another calling. He was working at the T.R. White Sportsplex, where he maintained part-time employment, working evenings from 1980 through 2008. In 2008, he became the full-time director of the T.R. White Sportsplex, where he continues to organize basketball and baseball leagues for the community, interact with players, coaches, and parents while being able to see the finished product. With that said, it is my pleasure to represent the directors of the Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame and present the 2026 Billy Scribner Distinguished Award to Terry Smith.
Good evening. Our Hall of Fame is pleased to present this year's Hometown Legends Award to Jackson Central Mary's 1996 Girls Basketball team. The award's purpose is to recognize and honor teams or individuals who have made an exceptional impact on Jackson sports history, and JCM certainly did that. This year is the 30th anniversary of Jackson Central Mary's historic Class AAA State Basketball Championship. The Lady Cougars were the first Jackson-Madison County high school basketball team to win a TSSAA state title. JCM defeated Oak Ridge 70-61 in the championship game at Murfreesboro to complete a 31-2 record and bring home Jackson's first gold basketball. You may read all about that magical season in your banquet program, but let's watch this video for some highlights.
In March of 1996, the Jackson Central Mary Lady Cougars, coached by Sandy Lewis Fitzgerald, made history when they became Jackson-Madison County's first high school basketball team to win a TSSAA state championship. They posted a 31-2 record and a string of thrilling victories to capture the Class AAA girls crown. JCM was ranked 19th nationally in the final USA Today Super 25 Girls Prep Basketball poll. JCM was led by seniors Ginger Bryant, Colin Carmichael, and Meg Griffin, junior Heather Bell, sophomore Leanne Holloway, and freshman Crystal Taylor. The Lady Cougars finished the regular season 23-1, losing only to District 13 AAA rival Lexington by 1 point. In fact, Lexington gave JCM its only other loss, 49-48, in the Region 7 AAA championship game. JCM beat Hardin County and Lexington to win the District 13 AAA tournament. The Lady Cougars defeated Bartlett and Haywood, but lost to Lexington in the championship. That meant JCM had to travel to Memphis Hamilton for its sub-state game. Hamilton had a 31-2 record, but JCM won 66-53 to advance to its first state tournament since 1977. In 1977, it lost in the first round to eventual state champion Mount Juliet. In 1971, at Jackson's Oman Arena, the Lady Cougars lost to Lebanon in the championship game 56-52. It didn't look promising for JCM in 1996. The state tournament was played at Middle Tennessee State University, and in the first round, the Lady Cougars drew the state's only remaining undefeated team. Sullivan East came in 33-0. They haven't been beaten. We just hate that we're going to be the one to give them that first loss. So said Meg Griffin prior to the game. Her prediction came true when JCM went on an 18-1 run in the final 5 minutes to turn a 1-point lead into a 70-52 victory. Bryant had game-high 24 points and 7 assists. In the semifinals, JCM played Columbia Central 26-8. They needed a steal and a layup by Crystal Taylor with 9 seconds left to clinch a 41-39 victory. Brian had 15 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 blocks. It got no easier in the championship game. JCM faced perennial power Oak Ridge 32-1 and trailed by 9 points late in the third quarter. But Griffin triggered a 22-2 run that sent the Lady Cougars to a 70-61 victory and the Class AAA state championship. "This is the greatest feeling in the world," Griffin said after the game. She scored 10 of her 14 points in the second half and had 7 steals and 3 assists. Carmichael scored 7 of her 20 points during the pivotal run. Brian had 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 blocks, and was named the state tournament's most valuable player after posting 54 points, 24 rebounds, and 11 blocks. About 300 fans greeted JCM's bus when it arrived at Oman Arena the following afternoon. In the days that followed our championship, we realized just how special an accomplishment it was for the school and for Jackson, said Carmichael. Nobody really knew who we were at the state. We felt like underdogs in every game. But we were confident we could play and compete with anybody. It's just really hard to believe it's been 30 years. The Lady Cougars have never had a reunion, so the Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame is pleased to welcome them home and honor the 1996 JCM Girls Basketball team with the Hometown Legends Award for 2026.
The team roster is printed in your banquet program, and we ask that all players, coaches, and managers in attendance please stand as we give you a warm reception. Thank you so much.
The purpose of the Hall of Fame is to honor, preserve, and perpetuate the names and accomplishments of outstanding athletes and other sports personalities who are native to Madison County. My name is James Kirkland, and I'm a member of the Board of Directors for the Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame. And I've been asked to take a moment to speak to you about 2 very important ways that you can help support the Hall of Fame. First, as Tom has already mentioned, to further ensure the continued viability of the Hall of Fame, the Board of Directors created the Friends of the Hall. The program allows supporters to make an annual contribution to help support the Hall. And this year, the Friends of the Hall program has already added over $5,000 in income, which will help ensure the success of this year's induction. So if you're interested in participating, there is a card on your table and more information is in your program. Secondly, I'd like to draw your attention to page 59 of the program, where you will find an inductee nomination form. And we need your help. If you know of individuals who meet the qualifications and are deserving of induction into this Hall of Fame, please help us by nominating them. The qualifications for induction are inconveniently then listed on page 32 of your program. If you have questions about the process, though, please reach out to the Hall or one of the board members. There are plenty of deserving inductees in our community, and we ask that you help us to identify them. Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Bob Smith, and I'm also a member of the Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame Board of Directors. The Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame Scholarship Fund began in 2005 with a simple but meaningful mission: to support local student athletes in their pursuit of a higher education. Since that time, the program has grown significantly, awarding each year thousands of dollars in scholarships. These scholarships are made possible through the generosity of individuals, families, businesses, and groups who choose to honor somebody special, someone who made a lasting impact on our local athletic community. In doing so, their legacy continues to inspire future generations. The Scholarship Board is managed as a trust by a board of 3 appointed trustees and is administered locally through the foundation here in Jackson. While the principal amount grows each year, the interest in the income from that account is 100% given to scholarships to be awarded. A fully endowed perpetual scholarship of $1,000 a year can be established with a tax-deductible donation of $25,000, and it can begin with an initial gift of $5,500. Through this program, we honor those who came before us by investing in those who follow. I urge you to help us continue that legacy. Thank you.
The Billy and Margie Scrivener Scholarship honors their dedication to the Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame. Billy helped found, serve as inductee, president, and board member, advising until his 2014 passing. Billy and Margie promoted local sports excellence for years. This year's recipient of the Billy and Margie Scrivener Scholarship is Tori Robinson of Trinity Christian Academy. The Division IIA state golf champion who set the TSSAA girls state record, Tori is also a 3-time all-district basketball player and 5-year varsity golfer. She carries a 4.48 GPA and heads to the College of Charleston to play golf.
The Jimmy Carey Memorial Scholarship supports local student athletes who excel in sports and academics. A 2016 Hall of Fame inductee, Jimmy was a standout baseball player and coached USJ to 3 state titles. This year, the Jimmy Carey Memorial Scholarship goes to Drew English from the University School of Jackson. A first-team All-State kicker and two-sport team captain, Drew was the soccer's district MVP and played in the TACA East-West All-Star Game. A National Honor Society member, he carries a 4.09 GPA and plans to attend Mississippi State in the fall.
The Morgan Kelly Foundation Scholarship, presented by Mike and Shannon Kelly, honors Mike's daughter and Shannon's sister, Morgan, a Madison academic magnet high school graduate with a heart defect. This scholarship in Morgan's name helps local high school athletes pursue education. The 2026 Morgan Kelly Foundation Scholarship is awarded to Ava Torres from Madison Academic Magnet High School. The school's all-time scorer with 134 career goals and 35 assists, Ava was a 2-year team captain and All-West Tennessee first-team honoree. She carries a 3.86 GPA and heads to Spring Hill College. The Morgan Leah McCarty Memorial Scholarship Foundation was established in 2006 in memory of Morgan, a University of Tennessee junior killed by a hit-and-run driver. The foundation honors Morgan's legacy, providing college scholarships to local student athletes. This year's Morgan McCarty Memorial Scholarship recipient is Sophie King from the University School of Jackson. Sophie earned all-region honors in basketball and volleyball and was a part of USJ's 2024 state championship team. She carries a 4.43 GPA and heads to the University of Oklahoma to major in nursing.
The R. Bradley Hancock Award is given annually by the Hall of Fame Board of Directors as a memorial to former board member Brad Hancock. Brad was instrumental in starting the Scholarship Foundation, and his legacy is a testament to his life and the good works he did.
The 2026 R. Bradley Hancock Award goes to Jack Veazey IV from Jackson Christian School, a two-time TSSAA Division IIA state singles state champion, working toward a third title. Jack was Jackson's Sun Player of the Year 3 straight seasons. He carries a 4.4 GPA, scored a 32 on the ACT, and is headed to the University of Arkansas.
The Richard Ross Scholarship honors my father, Richard Ross, who was a longtime football coach at Jackson High and Jackson Central Mary, and Hall of Fame inductee in 1993. The scholarship was set up by his former players and friends when he passed away in 1993. This year, the Richard Ross Scholarship is presented to Joe Northern from Jackson Central Mary Cougars. Joe is a 4-year football captain and the first lineman honored as a Game of the Week MVP. Joe has been selected Mr. JCM and ranks #1 in his class. And he's going to college, study physical therapy, and help more athletes. Joe Norton.
I'm Dr. Keith Nord with Sports Orthopedic and Spine, and it's my pleasure to again give scholarships to the outstanding students. And we have this special award that we call the Scholar Athlete Award. So we'll start with the standard awards, and all the docs at Sports Orthopedic and Spine, which includes my son Keith Nord, Dr. Tim Suio, Dr. Mike Pearson, we're all proud to be able to give these scholarships out and recognize these great athletes. So, and a little bit of history, I got the Scholar Athlete Award when I was in college, and I thought, you know, this is much more appropriate to be given in high school, where you can use that money then to go to college, and that's what spurred this, and it was like 30 years ago that since we started doing this. It's pretty amazing. So, the first scholarship is for Mac McGehee. He's not here today, from Trinity Christian Academy. He is actually still with the team. He's the team manager for both baseball and football at TCA. Mac's dedication and leadership inspire his teammates and coaches daily. I almost feel like this is friends and family night for me, because I watched Mac grow up as Casey was playing baseball, and we would be at spring training together. So it's pretty amazing to see him, and I wish him the best. He lives with his disability, but he's a tremendous person, and he strives so hard to do things, and he pushes himself to the fullest potential and carries a 4.13 GPA. Congratulations, Mac. The second scholarship is for Samuel Latham from Madison Academic Magnet School. He has a perfect 36 ACT score and a 4.0 GPA. Samuel helped his soccer team win the 2023 state title while competing in 4 cross-country state tournaments. He's an Eagle Scout, which also holds a special place in my heart since 2 of my sons are Eagle Scouts. And he's headed to Samford University. Congratulations, Sam. So the special award that we have is the Sports Orthopedic and Spine Scholar Athlete Award, and that's presented to Charlie Redden from University School of Jackson. So he's captain of both baseball and basketball at USJ. Charlie was an all-tournament in baseball and academic all-district in basketball. He was elected Mr. USJ. He carries a 4.94 GPA, scored a 32 on the ACT, and heads to University of Tennessee, Knoxville in engineering, which, again, I feel like it's friends and family because his dad used to work with me. And it's a tremendous family. And then my son did engineering before he went into medicine. So, I mean, I just feel like all this is blending together this year. And it's my privilege to be able to award these scholarships. And there's so many tremendous people and athletes here. And thank you.
It's only been 6 months since we lost Ted Austin, a precious man, somebody that I miss every single day. I'm proud that his family's here to be able to celebrate with us, and I'm honored to be able to present this scholarship in his memory. The Ted Austin Memorial Scholarship honors Roosevelt Ted Austin, a Southside High School standout athlete who rose at Jackson Energy Authority from customer service rep to senior vice president and chief customer officer, spending over 23 years serving our community. It reflects his determination and service in West Tennessee. The 2026 Ted Austin Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Luke Benson from Southside High School. A 4-year starter in golf and baseball, Luke is a 4-time region golf qualifier and 6-time medalist. He carries a 4.0 GPA and heads to Dyersburg State Community College on a golf scholarship. I did share with him backstage, if you don't know his parents, he was destined for greatness. He's got good DNA. Congratulations.
The Terry Moore Memorial Scholarship honors Umpire-in-Chief Terry Moore of the Jackson Sportsplex from 2006 until 2018. He was a dedicated coach, teammate, and mentor, and he built youth community sports programs across West Tennessee for decades. This year's Terry Moore Memorial Scholarship is awarded to my new BFF, Bruce Shanks from Jackson Central Mary Early College High. He's a district and regional tennis champion who qualified for state in both tennis and track. Bruce earned back-to-back Jackson-Madison County School System athletic titles in tennis. He carries a 3.5 grade point average and heads to MTSU for aerospace, safety, and dispatch.
The Van and Louise Thompson Scholarship is a $12,000 award and honors Hall of Fame inductee Van Thompson, a Jackson High multi-sport star and tailback on 2 University of Tennessee national championship football teams in the late 1930s and 40s. His wife, Louise, taught school in Jackson for over 25 years. The 2026 Van and Louise Thompson Scholarship goes to Audrey Bowman of Madison Academic Magnet High School. A 4-year basketball captain who battled back from a season-ending ACL tear, Audrey earned all-district and all-academic honors this season. She carries a 3.96 GPA and heads to Union University.
The Will Piva House Memorial Scholarship honors his memory as a devoted family man and avid golfer. Established by his family, it assists young athletes with their college expenses. This year, we are giving 2 $2,500 scholarships. The first scholarship is presented to Miller Hornsby from Southside High School. Miller is a four-year team captain with a 2.1 career ERA and 175 strikeouts. Miller was All-District twice and Pitcher of the Year twice for Southside. He carries a 3.97 GPA and has signed to play baseball at Ball State Community College. Congratulations, Miller. Our second $2,500 scholarship recipient is Kalia Hartfield from Northside High School. Kalia is a National Honor Society member who earned all district honors in softball and soccer. She ranks third in her class with a 3.8 GPA. She plans to attend the University of Memphis to study engineering. Congratulations, Kalia.
Let's give all these athletes another round of applause and the scholarship winners. Thank you very much. And don't forget about your pledge cards. Do that. We'll pick them up. If you don't get them picked up, leave them on the table. We'll get them when the event is over tonight. Now, when we come back, we'll hear from our featured speaker right after this break.
Students at Madison Academic High School are doing more. Here, let me show you. Congratulations to the students, faculty, and staff of Madison Academic High School, ranked the #1 public high school in all of West Tennessee and #7 in the entire state by niche.com. Located on the University of Memphis Lambeth campus, Madison Academic continues to set the bar high with a tradition of excellence in academics, the arts, and athletics. We are proud of this recognition and the dedication it represents.
A water system includes everything from wells to water storage to water lines to treatment, with constant lab testing to ensure water safety. Every 2 years, the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation performs an unannounced on-site audit and evaluation of every facet of a water system. Perfect score, $5.99. In 2024, JEA, for the 4th consecutive inspection, received a $5.99. 8 years of perfect water system scores. That's JEA today.
Hey, buddy. How are you? What can we do for you today?
At West Tennessee Bank, your tellers greet you with a smile. Your loan officers stand by you, supporting your goals and passions. Your managers serve the community and have fun doing it. We are committed to serving West Tennessee, and
we are proud to be your bank.
West Tennessee Bank, a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Our distinguished guest speaker for tonight is Mr. Bob Kesling, a legendary radio voice of the Tennessee Volunteers for 26 years. There's more about Bob in your program, but I'm going to give a brief introduction of him. From his start as a walk-on on the football team in 1972 to becoming the voice of the Vols in 1999, following in the footsteps of John Ward, his career has been a testament to dedication and passion to the University of Tennessee in sports. He called thousands of games and created countless memories for fans across the state, across our country, and even across the world. A member of multiple Hall of Fames, including the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame, Bob's impact extends beyond the booth. He has been a tireless community leader, serving on boards such as Goodwill, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and the Knoxville Sports Hall of Fame. As far as I know, in over 50 years, he's one of only 3 people to say on the radio, "It's football time in Tennessee," or something like that. See, I shouldn't have tried it. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Bob Kesling.
Thank you, James. Good evening, everybody, and it's just a thrill to be here. And I congratulate all our award winners, all our scholar athletes. That was inspiring to hear their stories and just how much athletics and academics can blend together and help our young people, and we need to keep supporting them. And thank you for all you're doing for those scholarships. He mentioned that I have retired as the voice of the Tennessee Volunteers, which was a tough decision, but I've made the adjustment. I've been out now for a year. My wife has put very stringent restrictions on me. I can only watch 1 hour of Seinfeld a day, and I'm now a professional grandpa Uber driver. So I take my grandkids to soccer games and baseball games and all over the place, which is one of the reasons I decided to retire. I've been blessed to be able to come to Tennessee, to be in Tennessee, not have to move my family around, and do a lot of great things in broadcasting. I grew up and was a okay high school football player up in Dayton, Ohio, and when I decided that when I got done playing in high school, I was going to play college football somewhere. And I was recruited by some small schools in Ohio. And I had one of my best friends, his dad knew Ray Mears when Mears was the basketball coach at Wittenberg, which is in Springfield, just outside Dayton. And so he was going to come down here and talk to Coach Mears about Jeff becoming a manager or walking on the basketball team, which he did. He played his freshman year, and then he was a manager the rest of the time. When they invited me to go with him, well, I didn't have anything else to do, so I said, sure, I tagged along. But I wasn't going to go to the basketball office because I wasn't going to play basketball, so I just walked down the hall to the football office. Walked in, cold called Coach Bill Battle, talked to the secretary, and I said, what does it take to walk on the football team here? She says, I don't know. Would you like to talk to Coach Battle? Within 5 minutes, I'm in Coach Battle's office. I was amazed. I didn't even have a program to prove I played high school football. So Coach Battle talked to me. They walked me down to the freshman running back room where Kurt Watson and Don McCleary were the freshman running. We had freshman football back then in '72. And they showed me the film about Condridge Holloway and what the offense was going to be and what the fullback did. And I was amazed that they were taking all this time to spend with a nobody. And then they walked me back down to Coach Battle's office, and he handed me a workout sheet. He said, if you can get in school, we'd love to have you on the football team. I was amazed. I couldn't imagine getting treated like that, cold calling Woody Hayes or Bo Schembechler or Bear Bryant or somebody like that. But now I had to call my dad. My dad was a drum major at Ohio State, so with the marching band, so he was big-time Buckeye. And so I called Dad, and I said, Dad, listen, I think I'm going to walk on at Tennessee. He says, no. If you're going to walk on at a big school, you got to walk on at Ohio State. I said, but Dad, it's cheaper for me to go to Tennessee out of state than it is to go to Ohio State in-state. And his next comment was, go Vols. And so that's how I wound up at Tennessee. And I didn't know anybody on the team, but I walked on and got to play quite a bit on the freshman team. My first game we played was at Vanderbilt, and we didn't play very well that day. And so we're in the fourth quarter, and we're trying to come back and battle back to win the game in Nashville. And Bob Davis was our freshman coach. And about midway in the fourth quarter, he calls me up and he says, Kesling, get in there at tailback. And I'm thinking, tailback, wow, what a great decision I've made to come to the University of Tennessee. Going to get to carry the ball, be a big star. This is going to work out great. Before I go into the game, I said, Coach Davis, I have to let you know I've never played tailback in an actual game. I played it in practice, son. And he looked at me and says, hell, son, you don't think we're going to give you the ball, do you? Get in there and hit somebody. We're throwing it every down. I said, all right, okay. So that was a pretty good inclination. I was never going to be a big star in the SEC, so I had to transition into something else. And so I started doing odd jobs, working for the local baseball team, and I got a job as the film editor on the Bill Battle show. And it was a pretty glamorous position. They filmed all the games, and when the camera stopped, I took a pair of scissors and cut out the f-stop and glued it back together. But I tried to be the best film editor in the SEC, and John Ward took notice because he was putting the coaches' shows together. And the next year, he asked me to be his spotter. And the spotter is the guy that sits next to the play-by-play guy and kind of helps him, kind of his assistant, you know, who made a good block or who tipped a pass, and kind of, you kind of sit there and figure out what he needs to know, the information, and you give it to him. So one year in '82, we were playing Washington State, and they had a quarterback by the name of Samoa. And the one thing, and of course, there's no film back then, or no games are on TV very much. And they said the key thing about Samoa, he could throw equally well with both hands. And we thought, well, I guess it's true. So John told me, he said, now, you check out Samoa when he's warming up, and make sure he can throw with both hands. I said, gotcha. So sure enough, he comes out for warm-ups. He's throwing the ball 50 yards this way and 50 yards that way. And I said, yeah, he can throw with both hands. Good to know, good to know. So now we get in the game, and I'm sitting next to John, and then Russ Bebb's our statistician, and Bill Anderson's down at the end of the table. And John said the Tennessee defense is going to be tested here at the Tennessee 38-yard line because the Washington State quarterback, Samoa, is so very dangerous. He can roll out left or right and throw equally well with both hands. He's amphibious. John never broke stride, just kept going. And Bill Anderson said, he's a what? What did you say? And I was laughing because I said, you know, there's Martha is down there and her husband's telling her, you know, Martha, we can't win this game. John says they got an amphibious quarterback. We can't win this game. So I advanced from being John's spotter, and I got a job at Channel 10 in Knoxville. I worked there for 19 years. And during that time, I was also doing Jefferson Pilot SEC games. And I learned a little bit about live TV and thinking on your feet when things don't go right. We had a contest in 1985 called I Beat the Best. And the Knoxville Journal came in and said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have 10 games. If you pick all 10 games right, we're going to put it in the newspaper, then you mail it in. If you got all 10 games right, you get entered for the drawing to go to the Sugar Bowl. And they said, what do you think? I said, well, it's a great contest. Tennessee's picked to finish 5th or 6th, but somebody will like watching Georgia or Alabama playing the Sugar Bowl. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Well, 85, if you remember, turned out to be a magical season. And Tennessee beat Auburn and Bo Jackson, and they beat Alabama. Now they're on track to go to the Sugar Bowl. Well, our contest blows up. We've got this thing, and people are going crazy trying to get Sugar Bowl tickets, and we're going to give away 2 on the air live on Channel 10. We couldn't have asked for a better scenario. So we had all these extra entries now that are coming in, enough to fill up a dump truck. So they pulled a dump truck into our studio. And now on live TV, we're going to make the drawing. We get Russ Bev in the back of the dump truck, and he's going to pull out the winning entry to a trip to the Sugar Bowl. So I said, okay, Russ, go ahead, reach down there, pull out a winner. He reaches down and pulls out James Stevens from Petros, Tennessee. Petros, Tennessee is the home of Brushy Mountain Prison, if you didn't know. That's where James Earl Ray was housed at that time. And so I said, well, can't be somebody, it can't be. So let's call James Stevens and see how he's doing. So call the phone, ring, ring, ring. Guy answers the phone, Brushy Mountain. Hi, this is Bob Kesling on Channel 10. Is there a James Stevens there? Yeah, he's here. Is there any way I can talk to him? Not right now, he's in solitaire. I said, is there any way he might be getting out in time to go to the Sugar Bowl? Not a chance in hell. I said, okay, thanks a lot. We'll have the weather coming up next. True story. We had to pay the guy the cost of the trip because he won it fair and square. We picked out another winner. We gave them the trip. Got a lot of publicity, but I learned how to think on my feet during live TV, so it was something else. Athletes, they're problem solvers. They got to figure out how to block that guy in front of them, how to get around their man, and how to get a rebound, how to box out. They got to learn how to run faster than other guys. They got to learn how to make putts. They got to learn how to do a backhanded tennis. They got to do a lot of things. It's amazing to me to watch great athletes as they perform on the field. That's what the thrill of it is. When I was growing up, I was not a very good athlete, but I did the best I could. But when I started doing games on the Vol Network, I was amazed at just how good the athletes were and how hard they had to work. You get to see them in practice, and you see how much they put into it. But you got to be a problem solver. Lou Holtz, the coach at Notre Dame that we just lost, and I heard him tell a story one time about being a problem solver. He was taking a math class in high school, and the teacher walked around, and she's giving out the tests. And she says, if I see anybody cheating on this test, I'm going to take 10 points off your grade without asking any questions. So she passed out the test. As soon as she passed them out, Lou Holtz reaches under his desk, pulls out his math book, starts writing down answers. And the teacher turns around and says, Lou Holtz, what are you doing? He goes, Teach, I'll take a 90 and head to the house. I'm good. I mean, I got no problem with that at all. So you just see guys that make these things. 2 quick things and I'll close. Everybody asks me all the time, what was your favorite game? What was your favorite game? Well, there were a lot of them. When Tennessee beat Memphis to be the #1 team in basketball over in Memphis. When Tennessee won in the Orange Bowl down there and beat Miami, broke their long winning streak, the 6 overtime win against Arkansas, the 5 overtime win against Alabama. They're all great. But one game I'm going to remember, and you folks will too, the 52-49 win over Alabama a couple years ago when Tennessee broke that long losing streak to Alabama. Well, my daughter and her husband brought our 2 grandkids to the game. They're 9 and 7. And everybody was going crazy during the game. And we were going crazy in the booth because it was such an exciting game. So at the end, Tennessee goes out and kicks the game-winning field goal with Chase McGrath. Well, the stadium's up for grabs. I mean, what a moment it was. The field rushed and everybody's going nuts. It proved that Tennessee could be back among the great teams in college football, and what a moment for everybody in Big Orange Country. Well, my daughter, when the kick went through the goalpost, how it knuckled through, I still don't know, but it made it through. She looked around and our 7-year-old grandson, George, was gone. Didn't know where he was. Could have been on the light tower, had no idea. And she looks across the aisle, and about 4 seats down, there's George on the shoulders of this guy, jumping up and down, high-fiving each other. And I asked Allison, I said, Allison, did you even know that guy? Nope, never seen him before in my life. I said, well, what happened? He said he saw George trying to see the game, and he was looking around and couldn't see the game. And he picked him up and said, young man, you're going to remember this play for the rest of your life. Put him on his shoulders so he could see the kick go through. I'll remember that game for the rest of my life. Just so many stories I've heard about people that night that were so excited, and just what a moment it was for Tennessee fans. And there's one other game. When my last year, we do the Big Orange Caravan. We've been to Jackson before here doing it and bring the coaches around and sign autographs. And they told me there was a young man that wanted to meet me. And that's pretty common for that thing because it's basically a big autograph session. So they walked me to the front door, and the young man was sitting there with a cane. He was blind, 22 years old. And they introduced me to him, and he said, Bob, I've always wanted to meet you. He said, you're my lifeline for Tennessee sports. I hang on every word you say because I can't see, but I listen, and I soak in everything that you guys do on the Vol Network, and it's such an honor to meet you. I said, well, Ryan, thanks. I don't see anybody with you. How'd you get here tonight? He said, I Ubered. I Ubered over here. He said, I Uber every place. I said, well, that's pretty amazing. We're going to make sure you meet the coaches. He said, well, I'd really like to meet them and get their autographs. And I said, have you ever been to a game, football game at Tennessee? And he said, no, never been. I said, would you like to go? He said, I'd love to go. So we're going to make that happen. So I got him a press pass, and I got his grandmother and her husband 2 tickets. So they bring Ryan and they put him in our booth. And so he sits there during the game. Now he's got one of the headsets on his ear so he can listen to the broadcast, and then he's got the other one off so he can hear the band and the crowd and all the noise that goes with going to a Tennessee football game, because he'd never been able to experience that before. And so occasionally during the broadcast, I'd look back up there, and Ryan had this big smile on his face. And so we get done, and I had to go down to the locker room to interview Coach Heupel. And so when I was leaving the booth, I said, Ryan, did you enjoy the game? He said, oh my gosh, it was great. He said, I could feel it in my body, in my chest when they ran through the tee. It was so exciting, and the fireworks, and I'd never heard the band play at halftime. It was just so great. I said, well, Ryan, I'm glad you had such a good time tonight. He said, Bob, this was the greatest night of my life. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. And all I did was get him a press pass. It's amazing when you pay it forward. You get a lot more out of it than maybe they do. And a lot of these athletes tonight, and a lot of the people that have been honored, they've been doing things and paying forward and doing special things all their life, and we need to keep encouraging them. One last thing, everybody keeps asking me too about, what about the NIL? What about all the portals? What about the transfers? And all I say to them is, you know, there was a time when they made a decision that guys would put on leather helmets and play football. They thought that would make them soft. And then they put on face masks on football helmets. Well, and then the forward pass. How can football survive with the forward pass? And then in the 50s, they come out and say, You know, we're going to give scholarships, You're going to pay kids and pay to go to play football. You're going to do them, play basketball. You're going to do that. And then in 72, there was a thing called Title IX. You're telling me that they're going to give all this money to women's athletics and take it away from football? We can't do that. Well, what's happened to women's sports? They've exploded. And they're as popular, and people are, so many young girls are getting into sports. It's incredible, and that's because of Title IX. Well, now we've got NIL. All I can tell you is that in 10 years, Tennessee's still going to play Alabama in football. Ohio State's still going to play Michigan. We're still going to have the NCAA basketball tournament. I don't know what it's going to look like, but in 10 years, we're going to have all of this, and it's probably even going to be bigger than it is now. So all I can tell you, keep encouraging your young people to play athletics. Athletics is such a character builder for our young people. It teaches them discipline. It teaches them hard work. It teaches them that there is a difference between winning and losing, and the feeling of winning is so great. And when you lose, you just try and buckle up and make sure that doesn't happen again. So keep supporting this Hall of Fame. Keep supporting the scholarships they give out, and keep rooting for your local athletes, and encourage people to get involved, join booster clubs, do everything you can to help our young people take a step forward, because being a student athlete is a special, special thing. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all our inductees tonight. Appreciate you. Thank you.
You want a fast, easy way to cook? I'm Joey with Jackson Energy Authority. Today we're cooking with gas. One of my favorite things to cook is Italian. I love how fast and evenly everything cooks with gas. It gives you precise temperature control. Do you want to cook with gas? Get connected with JA and join us, because Jackson's cooking with gas.
From the fairway life to everyday life, Dynamics Physical Therapy keeps the Mid-South moving. All ages, all stages. Schedule your appointment today at dynamics.live.
Hey, buddy. How are you? What can we do for you today?
At West Tennessee Bank, your tellers greet you with a smile. Your loan officers stand by you, supporting your goals and passions. Your managers serve the community and have fun doing it. We are committed to serving West Tennessee, and
we are proud to be your bank.
West Tennessee Bank, a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's time now to meet our 2026 Hall of Fame class for Jackson Madison County. First up, a Jackson native, Brett Barry, who knows his way around the greens. Let's take a look.
Brett Barry, a Jackson native, is honored for his award-winning achievements as a golfer at Union University, Jackson Christian School, and present-day tournaments. He grew up playing at the city-owned Bent Tree Golf Course and still blames that experience for his addiction to Pringles chips. Bent Tree taught me how to get out of bad situations, he said. I learned how to hit off of tricky lies and uneven lies, and that made a difference. Barry has one of the most decorated careers in the history of Union Bulldog athletics. After graduating from Jackson Christian in 2009, he helped lead Union to 3 NAIA Trans-South Conference team championships, earned all conference honors each year, and was the Trans-South Golfer of the Year in 2011 and 2012. Barry won the individual Trans-South Conference title as a junior, finishing that season as the 4th-ranked golfer in the NAIA. He finished in the top 10 in every tournament he entered. At the time of his Union graduation, Barry ranked #1 in career golf wins with 9, team wins 21, career scoring average 73.45, most rounds played 102, lowest tournament score 14 under par, and total birdies at 251. His lowest round score was 63, that ranked second behind the record of 62. His senior season in the spring of 2012, Union had left the NAIA to become an NCAA D2 member. That meant the Bulldogs had 2 years of probation and their golf results did not count. Unofficially, they placed third in the Gulf South Conference tournament, and Barry finished second individually. Union did compete in the NCCAA and finished second. Barry placed fifth individually and was named the NCCAA First Team All-American. It is the best individual national tournament finish in Union history. He graduated with honors in 2013 with a degree in sports management and received the Fred DeLay Award for Outstanding Male Athlete. He was inducted into the Union Sports Hall of Fame in 2021. Prior to Union, Barry was a four-sport athlete at Jackson Christian. He lettered in golf, baseball, basketball, and track, and was named the school's Male Athlete of the Year as a senior in 2009. The son of Ron and Jane Barry, he was the leading hitter for the 2007 JCS team and carried a .440 batting average. He has the second most stolen bases in TSSAA state tournament history with 5. He played basketball and ran track his senior year at JCS. He led the Eagles in free throw percentage at 80% on a team that made it to the sub-state. His junior year, he ran on the 800-meter relay team, placed fourth in the state tournament. But golf is his game. He never took lessons. He developed his own homegrown swing and grip. Starting in the 8th grade, Barry qualified for the region tournament every year. He earned All-State honors his junior and senior seasons. He won the Region 7A AA tournament as a junior and medaled in every regular season match as a sophomore. He finished 7th in the state as a junior and finished in the top 10 as a senior. In the summer of 2009, after graduation, he was named the Tennessee Golf Association Junior Tour Player of the Year and was eager to start competing at Union for Coach Andy Rushing. Barry and his wife, Jamie, live in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, with their daughters, Hallie and Sophie, too. Barry has won the Winston-Salem Golf Championship for the past 2 years, and he won Jackson Stone Cup in 2022. He has a 4 handicap. Please welcome 2026 Hall of Fame inductee, Brett Barry.
Thank you. It is an honor to be chosen for induction of this Hall of Fame. I want to congratulate all my fellow inductees. This is something I do not take lightly. I am excited to be up here because I get to redeem myself from my Union University Hall of Fame speech. Rumor has it I'm still talking at it. I was unaware of the time limit. I am much more aware of the time limit tonight, so I promise to be respectful of everybody's time and keep this moving. Like I said, I want to thank the Hall of Fame board for this honor. I do not take it lightly. I want to thank my family first and foremost. My wife, Jamie, thank you for all the support over the years. I could not do it without you. My mom, Jane, you've been the backbone of our family for 35 years now, and so grateful for you. My dad, Ron, many of you here know him, know how hard of a worker he is, and the support that you showed over the years of athletics is it is truly remarkable. I wouldn't be here without you, so thank you. To my sister, Becca, I could also say I wouldn't be here without you. The years of your time you spent at the ballpark, chasing me around and watching, cheering on, I'll never forget the sacrifices you made to allow me to do what I did. So thank you so much. And to her husband, Drew, you have been a wonderful, not just addition to our family, but enhancement of it. I'm so grateful that Becca has you to lean on and that you get to lead her. So thank you all for being here, making that sacrifice. To my coaches, Andy Rushing, what hasn't been said about Andy Rushing that I could say up here? Honored to have played for you. You're the reason I went to Union. You have been such a wonderful, powerful influence on my life, and I am extremely grateful for the chance I took coming to play for you and all the bus rides, all the stories, all the good times together. So thank you for your leadership. To Mark Campbell as well from Union. I got to play on the women's basketball practice squad during my time at Union, and I got to learn from Mark Campbell in so many ways. He's a wonderful man, a wonderful leader. To Rusty Butcher, he was my only repeat golf coach at JCS. I had 4 coaches in 5 years. He stuck around another year and taught me a lot about the game, taught me a lot about life, and I'm grateful to Rusty as well. And then lastly from JCS, Brian Stewart and Chuck Cooper were my baseball coaches there, and just wonderful leaders of men. I'm grateful for their influence and impact on me, and I'm so glad that I got to play under them as well. To Scott and Jana Kaler, they're at my table tonight. Scott's the man, best friend, roommate at Union, best friend at Jackson Christian, and I'm so grateful that he's here. And then he met Jana on that same women's basketball practice squad. And congratulations, Jana, on a wonderful first season at the helm of the TCA ladies basketball program. Big things coming for you guys. I want to thank Stephen Aldridge, the wonderful long-term SID at Union, a true picture of selflessness and humility. He leads by example and just a wonderful representation of Union. I want to thank Tommy Sadler. Tommy's always had my back. Nobody loves Union like Tommy Sadler, and I'm extremely grateful for your impact, Tommy, on my life and my family's life. Dr. Julie Powell from Union University, no longer at Union, but I am so grateful that she was a part of my 4 years there. And then Don and Marjorie Richard were golf super fans. You didn't know that golf could have super fans, but they were integral in my experience at Union, and they loved me for me, not for results, but just for who I was, and I'm extremely grateful for them. Real quick, I do want to mention a man named Aaron Ingalls. Many of you knew Aaron Ingalls. We lost him over the weekend. He battled brain cancer for a couple years. He was a titan in the Tennessee golf landscape. He won the 2018 Tennessee State Am, played football at Lambeth, and then played golf, and was an amazing golfer and a dear friend, and he will certainly be missed. His wife, Kathleen, and his 3 kids have been through a lot, and I want to let them know that I'm thinking about him, praying for him, and there is something I wanted to share that I'm sure Aaron would have shared if he were still here. And that is, if you still have breath left in your lungs, then God still has grace left for you. If you do not know who Jesus is, if you do not call him your Lord and Savior, it is not too late until it's too late. God has grace left for you. It would be every Christian's honor to speak with you about what a life in Christ means. So please find somebody that you know and you trust and ask them what that means to be a Christian. This is a tremendous honor tonight, and I do not take it lightly. However, it pales in comparison to knowing Jesus is my Lord and Savior and knowing that I'll get to meet him face to face one day. So I hope you can say the same. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for this honor. Have a good night.
Our next inductee had an outstanding high school softball career at Southside and went on to college, where in her first start, she threw a no-hitter. And then before the season was over, she topped that feat by throwing a perfect game. Never heard of that before. That's pretty great. Let's meet Kayla Beaver.
Born and raised in Jackson, Kayla Beaver is honored for her accomplishments as an elite softball pitcher at Southside High School, Central Arkansas, and Alabama. The daughter of Shane and Jessica Beaver, Kayla grew up loving 2 things aside from family: softball and the University of Alabama Crimson Tide. As a little girl, she went with her parents to Tuscaloosa to watch Alabama teams play. That was about the time Beaver was falling in love with softball, and she told people she was going to pitch for Alabama one day. That prediction eventually came true. After healing from a broken leg, she played in the county league at Melissus, and her mom was the coach. After the first practice, Mom discovered there were no pitchers on that team. In the parking lot, a gentleman walked up and offered a coupon for a free pitching lesson. Kayla didn't want to go, and she cried the entire drive there. When they arrived, Coach B promised me a milkshake if I would give him just 30 minutes, she said. In the middle of the lesson, he told my dad I was a natural. After a milkshake, the rest is history. At Southside High, Beaver developed into one of the most dominant pitchers in West Tennessee. Her senior season in 2019, she had a 22-9 record with 233 strikeouts and a .88 ERA. She led the Lady Hawks to the first state tournament appearance. She was All-State, All-Region, and the Jackson Sun's West Tennessee Softball Player of the Year. Beaver signed with the University of Central Arkansas. In her first collegiate start, she threw a no-hitter against Jackson State. Before that shortened COVID season was over, she added a perfect game against Alcorn State. She finished with a 7-1 record, a 1.07 ERA, and a strikeout-to-walk ratio that ranked 5th in the country. Over the next 3 seasons, she rewrote the UCA record books. She holds the all-time program record for ERA at 1.96 and finished second all-time in wins with 74 and third in strikeouts with 514. She threw 65 complete games, 23 of which were shutouts, second in UCA history. In her redshirt junior season of 2023, she was a unanimous pick on the All-Atlantic Sun Conference first team, led the Bears to the conference championship, and was all-tournament and all-tournament MVP. Beaver went 25-7 that year with a 1.15 ERA and 194 strikeouts. She led Central Arkansas to the NCAA tournament. That's where Alabama head coach Patrick Murphy got his first long look at a pitcher he'd soon be calling his own. Beaver entered the transfer portal after the 2023 season ended and made 2 visits. She chose Alabama. In her Crimson Tide debut, she pitched a no-hitter against Villanova, the 3rd no-hitter of her career, striking out 14. She earned the NFCA All-America honors and was named All-Southeastern Conference. She stood out in the NCAA tournament against the top-ranked Tennessee team. Beaver pitched all 3 games, allowed just 3 runs over 15.1 innings. That included 10 consecutive shutout innings of relief in the decisive Game 2 victory. She finished her college career with a 93-32 record, 1.56 ERA, and 699 strikeouts over 802 innings pitched. That included 159 appearances. She earned her master's degree from Alabama in August of 2024. She signed with Athletes Unlimited Professional Softball to continue her playing career. Please welcome 2026 Hall of Fame inductee, Kayla Beaver.
Good evening. I'm truly honored and humbled to stand before you tonight as an inductee into the Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame. This recognition means more to me than I can put into words, because it represents not just my journey, but the community, coaches, teammates, friends, and family who helped shape me along the way. First, I want to thank the Hall of Fame committee for this incredible honor. To be included alongside so many outstanding athletes, coaches, and contributors from this community is something I never imagined, and I'm deeply grateful. It is also an honor to stand on this stage with committee members that were a part of my journey. Jordan Taylor, my name for every starting lineup in the high school lineup, and painfully for him, played Sweet Home Alabama as my walk-up song. And a special thank you to Coach Kirk, who was my first travel ball coach. To my family, thank you for everything. Thank you for the early mornings, long drives, constant support, and for always being there no matter what. Your encouragement and sacrifices made all of this possible, and I wouldn't be here without you. To my teammates, thank you for the friendships, the hard work, the wins, the losses, and the memories I'll cherish forever. Any success I had was because I was surrounded by people who made me better every single day. I owe so much to my coaches over the years. Thank you for believing in me, pushing me when I needed it, and teaching me lessons that went far beyond the game. You taught me discipline, accountability, resilience, and what it means to be part of a team. Those lessons have stayed with me long after the final out. Jackson and Madison County have always been a special place to compete and grow. This community takes pride in its athletes, its programs, and its people, and I'm proud to have been a small part of that tradition. From starting out at Melissa Civic Park to Pope Field to the Sportsplex and then to Southside High School, those dirt fields built my foundation. As shared, I was fortunate to continue my softball career at both the University of Central Arkansas and the University of Alabama, and both experiences left a lasting impact on me. At Bama, I had the opportunity to compete at the highest level of collegiate softball. Wearing that uniform, stepping onto the field, and representing such a storied program was something I will always be proud of. The memories of intense practices, road trips, packed stadiums, and competing alongside incredibly talented teammates are moments that I'll never forget. Being part of that environment taught me what it truly means to be prepared, to be mentally tough, and to hold yourself to the highest standard every single day. To those years that weren't just about the wins or losses, they were about growth, friendships, and learning how to handle pressure, adversity, and expectations. Finally, to the young athletes here tonight, keep working, keep believing, and never underestimate where dedication and passion can take you. Every time you put on a jersey, it should feel a little heavy. It's heavy with the early mornings when no one else wanted to get up. It's heavy with the expectations of teammates who trust you, coaches who push you, and families who sacrifice so you can chase a dream. It's heavy with the history of people who wore it before you and the responsibility to leave it better for the ones who will wear it next. The jersey feels heavy because it represents commitment. It represents choosing discipline over excuses, courage over fear, and belief over doubt. There will be days when you question yourself, when the pressure feels louder than your confidence, but that weight is not meant to break you, it's meant to build you. The 14-inning elimination game that I pitched against the University of Tennessee prior to the final game that took us to the World Series was heavy, but every pitch was for the weight of the jersey. It was my fight to wear that jersey another day. It was for the name on the front and the weight of my dream. Enjoy the journey. It goes by faster than you think, and one day you will want to wear that jersey and feel that weight again. Thank you.
Carita Cole is our next inductee to enter the hall. She was a high school track star whose high schools had subpar track facilities and training options, but she didn't let that dampen her drive to achieve. Let's meet Carita.
Carita Cole, born and raised in Jackson, is honored for her accomplishments as a track star at Jackson Central Mary, Northside, Tennessee Chattanooga, and Western Kentucky. She had the natural gift of speed, but it was self-determination that helped Cole beat the odds and find her place among some of the nation's best track athletes. She was ranked the fastest woman in the Sun Belt Conference in 2007 at Western Kentucky University, and setting a school record in the 60-meter indoor dash with a time of 7.51 seconds. Her junior and senior seasons at Western Kentucky, she won the 55-meter title at the Sun Belt Conference Indoor Championships with a personal best of 6.94 seconds. And her senior year in 2007, she won the 100-meter dash at the Sun Belt Outdoor Championships in Lafayette, Louisiana with a time of 11.65 seconds and advanced to the NCAA Regionals. In 2005, she ran the third leg on Western's 400-meter relay team that placed 10th in the NCAA Outdoor Championships. It was quite an accomplishment for a girl whose high schools had subpar track facilities and training options. I did all I could to push myself to be the best I could, she said. As a sophomore at JCM in 2001, the 5'2" Cole won regional championships in both 100 and 200-meter sprints. We would practice on the old track around the football practice field at JCM, she said. But to practice relays, we would ride a shuttle over to the old USJ campus on Hollywood Drive. I would stay an hour or two after practice, run the hills, run the stadium, practice coming out of the block, she said. My mom was out there with me a lot of the time. She didn't want me to practice by myself. Cole transferred to Northside High, which had no track and had to sit out a year, but that winter she entered herself into the Amateur Athletic Union competition. I wanted to run, so I went online, submitted my times, and signed myself up. I got permission to practice on the new track at University School of Jackson. Cole won the 2002 AAU 55-meter Indoor National Championship with a time of 7.32 seconds. That set the stage for her senior year of high school at Northside, where she worked with Coach Pat Massey. In the spring of 2003, at the TSSAA State Championship, she placed third in the 200 meter, fourth in the 100 meter. The school said it had been 20 years since a Northside athlete had competed at the state level in track. Cole entered the Junior Olympics and placed second in the 200 meters and third in the 100 meters at regional competitions at Tennessee State University. That qualified her for the Nationals in Miami, where she had the 13th best time in the 100 meters among more than 40 runners. College scouts flocked to her side, including Ole Miss, Vanderbilt, and Iowa, but Cole stood by her earlier commitment to accept a full scholarship at Tennessee Chattanooga. She placed third in the 55-meter dash for UTC in the Southern Conference Indoor in 2004 before transferring to Western Kentucky. She has lived in Jackson since then and focused on a music career, writing, singing, and rapping gospel and inspirational music. She is employed at West Tennessee Legal Services. Please welcome 2026 Hall of Fame inductee, Carita Cole.
Good evening, everyone. Standing here tonight is both humbling and deeply meaningful to me. First, I want to thank God for blessing me with the talent that made this journey possible. I want to thank the Hall of Fame committee for this incredible honor. When I first stepped onto the track as a young girl, I never imagined that one day I would be standing here as a Hall of Fame inductee. Track and field gave me so much more than records and medals. It gave me confidence. It taught me discipline and perseverance. Tonight isn't just about the races I ran, but about the journey and the people who helped guide me along the way. When I think about my journey in track and field, it actually began much earlier than high school. It started in kindergarten, when my teacher told my mom how fast I could run. She said, "Did you know your daughter could run so fast?" My teacher said that she noticed that during recess, I was racing everyone on the playground, not just kids in my class, but even the third grade boys. Looking back now, I guess I didn't realize there was supposed to be an age group for recess races. As I continued to grow and compete, my parents traveled to every track meet, with my dad driving the way and my dad videotaping every race. My dad used to tell me, "A winner never quits and a quitter never wins." Those words stayed with me throughout my athletic career. One memory that always stands out to me was right before my senior season of high school. I met with my coach, Coach Massey, in his office, and he looked at me and said, "I'm a football coach. I don't know a whole lot about track, but I'm going to do my best to help you get you where you want to go." And he truly did. Coach Massey made sure our team competed against the strongest athletes in the region. We traveled to major meets like the Kenwood Classic and even to West Memphis, Arkansas. One of the most unforgettable moments was at the sectional meet to qualify for the state championship in the 100 meters. The race was so close that it came down to a photo finish. I remember standing there not knowing if I made it in. And then I heard Coach Massey yelling from the infield tent, "You're in, you made it." And in that moment, I realized that some of the biggest victories in life are decided by just a fraction of a second. But the work behind them takes years. I also want to thank Coach Willie Moore. Your memory will live on. And I want to thank my college coaches who believed in me and took my talent to the next level. And of course, my teammates, and to all my family, your love and your support meant the world to me. Track may look like an individual sport, but the truth is, I didn't run this race alone. Before I close tonight, I want to dedicate this honor to someone very special, my mother. My mom was right beside me every step of the way. She watched me train and practice with me every day. When I wanted to stay late after school and keep running, she made sure I wasn't out there alone. She timed my sprints, encouraged me when I was nervous, and believed in me, even during the moments when I doubted myself. This award belongs to her just as much as it belongs to me. And to the young athletes watching tonight, I want you to know that greatness begins with dedication and hard work. Stay committed, stay focused, and never, never give up. The finish line may mark the end of a race, but it never marks the end of a journey. Track and field will forever be a part of who I am. I will forever be grateful for the opportunities it gave me, and the memories it created will stay with me forever. Thank you for this incredible honor.
Thank you, Carita. Entering the hall next, Davon Demoss, who started his passion for running at the age of 3.
Davon Demoss, a Jackson native, is honored for his achievements as a track athlete at Madison Academic, University of Memphis, and the Memphis Police Department. He played youth football in the Madison County Parks and Recreation League, but focused on basketball for 4 years at Madison Academic. After his senior basketball season, he decided to give track a try. A friend talked him into it, and that changed his life. Demoss broke the school record in the 100-meter dash with a time of 10.81 seconds and was hooked. He graduated in 2014 and wanted to keep competing, but there were no scholarship offers, so he walked on at the University of Memphis. He believed in himself and his potential, and Memphis discovered it had a remarkable track athlete who got better each year. By the time his college career was over, Demoss had earned a full scholarship and was a 3-time NCAA Division I All-American. He had become a 7-time NCAA East Preliminaries qualifier and set 5 school records at Memphis in the 60-meter dash, the 100-meter, the 200-meter, the 4x100-meter relay, and the 4x400-meter relay. In 2019, at the NCAA Outdoor Championships, he set a school record in the 100 meters with a time of 10.05 seconds, a time fast enough to qualify for the Olympic trials. He became the first sprinter in University of Memphis history to earn an All-America honors in both the indoor and outdoor seasons in the same year. The 2020 Olympic trials were on the horizon, and Demoss was ready. Then COVID hit. His first professional season was wiped out. The trials were delayed to 2021, and when the moment finally came, Demoss traveled to Eugene, Oregon to compete for a spot on the United States Olympic team. He tested positive for COVID at the venue. "I was devastated, extremely upset and confused," Demoss said. "I had taken countless COVID tests since the outbreak, and I was also vaccinated." He was one of 4 athletes isolated and taken to a hotel for 10 days. But that wasn't the end of his career. In 2022, Demoss joined the Memphis Police Department, following in the footsteps of his father, who served as a police officer here in Jackson. He worked the 3 to 11 shift and kept training, morning track sessions, time in the weight room, then work, and it paid off. In August of 2023, he traveled to Winnipeg, Canada to compete in the World Police and Fire Games, an international competition drawing roughly 8,000 law enforcement and firefighter athletes from countries around the world. Demoss cruised through the preliminary heat of the 100-meter dash, studied his competition during warm-ups, and jumped to an early lead in the decisive race. He crossed the line in 10.45 seconds. Standing on the podium receiving his gold medal, he was informed that his time was not only good enough for first place, but it was a record in the 40-year history of the Games. Davon Demoss was officially the world's fastest cop. "My motivation to run came from a passion I had as a child, but never fully realized until I entered college," he said. "I believe my motivation to excel came from wanting to be the best version of myself." Please welcome 2026 Hall of Fame inductee, Davon Demoss.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I want to give thanks to God for everything in my life. Before every race, I always made it a point to give thanks, no matter how big or small the meet may have been, because as a lot of you know, I started off my career as a walk-on at the University of Memphis. And so just the opportunity to even compete was always huge for me. I also want to give thanks to the board and to the committee for this honor of being inducted. It means a lot to be able to leave a piece of my legacy here in my hometown of Jackson, Tennessee. And also know that a lot of hard work went into making all this here happen. I also want to thank my parents for always supporting me and being in my corner during my career. I have memories of my dad giving me pep talks before school during my younger years that instilled a certain confidence and drive in me that I still feel to this day. I also want to give thanks to my mom, who has always kept me grounded emotionally through the ups and downs of sport and life in general. She has always been a place of warmth for me. I also want to thank my younger brother, Cam, for being a source of motivation. I always try my best to be a positive role model for him. And he's always my workout partner every time I come to Jackson, whether he wants to be or not. I also want to give a shout out to all my coaches. I've heard plenty of horror stories from other athletes about their coaches, but I've been fortunate and blessed to always have good coaches that were good people as well as knowledgeable about the sport. From Coach Miller to my football days, to Coach Maxwell at Madison, Coach Matt, Coach Miles, and Coach Rob at the University of Memphis. During my career, I always had big goals, a lot of them too early, but I think they helped me to stay locked in. While I was still attempting to even get onto my collegiate team, every day I would watch a video on YouTube called Mind Shift, which was a motivational video, and it helped me believe I could do more and play the part in setting those big goals. To finish up, I just want to tell the student athletes here and anyone in general, I always think, why not me? If you have the work ethic to back it up, then believe that it is possible for you. And that goes for anything in life, not just sports. I feel like that one thing about athletics is that so many positive traits come from them, and you can carry them across every discipline in life. Thank you all again.
Our final inductee was outstanding during his high school days on the basketball court. He took the junior college route before getting a full ride at a four-year school, which led to an appearance in the NCAA tournament. Let's meet Tarius Johnson.
Tarius Johnson, who was born and raised in Jackson, is honored for his accomplishment as a basketball player at Liberty Tech High School, Three Rivers Community College, and Eastern Kentucky University. A 6'4" forward, Johnson has been a complete package on the basketball court at every stage of his career. As a freshman at Liberty Tech, he saw limited action on a team that won the Class AA State Championship in 2007. But he was team captain the next 3 seasons and led the Crusaders in scoring each year. He's Liberty's second all-time leading scorer with 1,733 points and had his number 4 jersey retired by the school last year. A 2-time All-West Tennessee selection, he was perennial All-District, All-Region, and All-Tournament pick and helped lead Liberty to the Class AA State Tournament Championship game as a senior in 2010. He was Golden Circle All-Star Game MVP and was named to the All-America High School basketball team. In one regular season game at Nashville Overton, he scored 43 points and had 13 rebounds. But he wasn't a star in the classroom, and that altered his college career. "I didn't take my grades seriously and thought C's would get it done," Johnson said, who is head boys basketball coach at Chester County High School now. "I had a low ACT score, and the 4-year schools backed away. It was a hard lesson to learn, but I use that experience today to teach my players, to hold them accountable, and to challenge them to be better than me." Johnson signed with Three Rivers Community College in Missouri and was team captain. As a freshman, he averaged 17.4 points and was among the nation's top 10 in rebounding with 10.9 per game. His sophomore year, he averaged 20.1 points per game, shot 43% from the three-point range, and earned a third-team All-American honors. At Three Rivers, he finished 7th in school history in scoring with 1,234 career points, 622 rebounds, and helped lead the Raiders to the district championship. To complete his college career, Johnson signed a full scholarship with Division I Eastern Kentucky of the Ohio Valley Conference. He was team captain and started all 35 games his first season with the Colonels. He earned OVC Player of the Week honors 3 times. His senior season, he remained captain and helped lead the Colonels to the OVC Tournament Championship, averaging 9.7 points and 3.6 rebounds. He shot 43% from three-point range, 72% from the free throw line, and was the OVC Player of the Week 3 times. In the OVC Tournament Championship, Eastern Kentucky beat top-seeded Belmont 79-73. Johnson had 15 points and 5 rebounds and was selected to the all-tournament team. The OVC title sent Eastern Kentucky to the NCAA tournament, where the Colonels gave second-seeded Kansas a scare before falling 80-69. Johnson had 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Johnson earned his degree in sports management and his advanced studies in business. He teaches business courses at Chester County and enjoys sharing his knowledge and experience with the next generation of young athletes. Please welcome 2026 Hall of Fame inductee, Tarius Johnson.
Thank you, guys. Good evening. I hope everyone and their families are doing well tonight. Congratulations to my fellow inductees. It's truly an honor and a blessing to be standing here today. Thank you to Jackson Madison County Hall of Fame Board of Directors for the recognition and the honor I accept here. I appreciate it. To my coaches, high school coach Dexter Williams and Terrell Green, thank you guys for teaching me hard work and being in great shape and how to be a real competitor. I came to realize when you see stars from exhaustion, that's just your body telling you to keep going. To my AAU coach, Andrew Hicks, thank you for saving me from them two. You gave me a peace and a freedom, even more confidence while playing the game I love in a difficult time in my life. I appreciate it. To my college coaches, Jeff Neubauer and Gene Best, I appreciate you guys giving me the wisdom and showing me an elite way to prepare for a game. To my teammates, the battles, the wars we went through with each other, the practice we endured when we thought there was no way we would return to tomorrow. But you know what? We laced them much each day, and we got after it, and at the end, we prevailed. This honor has your names written all over it as well. To my dad, Phoenix Johnson, thank you for installing a work ethic in me. I can't forget about those Sunday days, the gym time with me and my brothers. I really appreciate it. To my mom, Jackie Johnson, I honestly find it hard for the words to feel. It's just a feeling for me. You are one of the strongest women on earth. Thank you for teaching me how to be a man of the Lord. You taught me resiliency, perseverance, and how to sacrifice. You showed me how to be true to myself no matter what was going on around me. You taught me to lead and do the right things even if I'm alone in doing so. Thank you. To my brothers, Kayla and Marcus Johnson, thank you for the lifetime support and love. Marcus, my older brother, thank you for being the role model and stepping up the way you did, the big brother for me and my brother Kayla. We owe you more than just a thanks. To my children, Jada and Titus Johnson. Jada Johnson, always remember you're truly smart and a beautiful young lady. Titus Johnson, I know you were born last month. However, dribbling drills and shooting drills are required in about 2 months, so get ready. But seriously, thank you both for giving Daddy the juices to keep going. My wife, I have a cool story about her. Jasmine Johnson. We were high school sweethearts. She played basketball as well in high school. After a Christmas tournament game in Dyersburg, I heard she had scored 41 points. Of course, I was proud of it, and I congratulated and I applauded her accordingly. The very next day, I had a game in Nashville versus Nashville Overton. I scored 43 points. I probably think that story is a little cooler than she does. But seriously, Jasmine, thank you for being who you are. Always support me and holding us down no matter the storm. There really are three words that exemplify how I feel this evening, guys: honored, humble, and hungry. I'm truly honored to be accepting this recognition for all my hard work and dedication and determination over the time. I am extremely humbled. Looking back at my career, I realize just how hard I truly worked. Although I faced a lot of adversities and obstacles as a young man, it has molded me into the man and father and coach that I am today. After my achievements of being a state champion, an OVC champion, becoming the second leading scorer in Liberty Tech's history, the seventh leading scorer in Three Rivers Community College history, along with getting my jersey retired at Liberty Tech, I actually feel that it is no longer about me. My hunger and passion is now about pouring into the youth, the future of our community. Teaching them what to do off the court is just as important as what you do on the court. How you do anything is how you do everything. Thank you, guys.
Will the inductees please stand? And will the Board of Directors for the Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame stand? Having met the qualifications for induction to the Hall of Fame and having accepted the invitation for such induction here tonight, the class of 2026 is hereby officially inducted into the Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame, where the names, accomplishments, and contributions of these inductees will be enshrined for future generations. Congratulations to you all. Thank you all for coming. Good night. Drive safely home.